Oh hey, Greg here. Today I'm at the Avanti Palms. It is May 7th and I'm going to the Toylando Toy Expo 2022. I love toys, so let's go check this out. Let's go in. Oh, can't go in that door. Oh, I can go in this door. That works. I just love copyrighted music. So here's a booth that has some WWE figures. The only one I really know or care about is Roddy Piper because he was in They Live. Yeah. And here's some other WWE characters. I have no idea who any of these people are, but the belt looks kind of cool. And it sounds like they're piping like the music from up in there, so I don't know, that could make this more challenging. Darn you, YouTube. And right here we got some Laserdiscs. E.T. for $8. Aladdin. Fantasia. And of course, Star Wars. I don't think I've ever seen Star Wars Laserdisc in real life before. Oh, there's a Return of the Jedi one. Oh man, that's cool. Wow, and I had one of those Darth Vaders back in the day. They want $160 for this one. Yikes. And over here is a Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch. I had the Donkey Kong Jr. one, but I don't know what happened to it. And then here's some Alien Resurrection figures. I never thought they would have made those. But then here's some other Alien figures. This is awesome. Man, look at that. That is so cool. And of course you got the alien himself. That's awesome. And then down here we've got some Gremlins. Oh, those are cool. Stripe, get out of my nightmares. And then back against the wall, there's some Masters of the Universe figures. I'm guessing that one that says $650, that must be a real one, vintage. Mechaneck, yeah. Sure, I know that one. And here's some vintage Transformers. Always wanted, what was this one, Soundwave? Always wanted Soundwave because of always looked like a little boombox. I never got one though. Jazz, Blitzwing, I think that's a triple changer, and Blur from the movie. Good old Cy Snoodles and the Rebo Band. Max, I think you're still playing, aren't you, on Mandalorian these days, or Boba Fett? Yeah, you're still kicking it. I like the Snow Trooper. That's cool. But check this out over here. They've got a Joe Bob Briggs action figure. That is awesome. Also Freddy, but I like the Joe Bob Briggs. They even do like the stats on the back like he used to do on the show. 3.5 inches of Joe Bob, 5 points of articulation foo, 0 naked breasts, 1 set of drive-in speakers, 1 bottle of beer food grip. Wee doggy. Over here is a Dark Crystal lunchbox. I don't think I ever had one of those. I had the Star Wars lunchboxes, but my friend Joe would be interested in one of these. And here's some more action figures right here. It's pretty cool. I think that's B.A. Baracus there. But look at this. Clash of the Titans. What? Harry Hamlin has an action figure? Also Calibos. And that Roman guy who was telling him about the suitor being burned on the stake. Also Indiana Jones. And here's a vintage Ewok. Still carded. Luke Skywalker, X-Wing pilot. Princess Leia, $225. And Star Trek the Motion Picture. And more vintage Star Wars action figures. Oh, these are very cool. I have pretty much all these. Or at least I did at one point. Some of them I lost. Some of them I still have, of course. I don't think I've ever seen one of these in real life before. Here's Blaster, $18. That's not too bad for Blaster. Here's Jabba the Hutt. Looks like it says $1 on there. This one says $10. And here's Robocop. I don't know who that guy in the middle is though. Doesn't look like he was in the movie. He looks better with the mask here than this one. I don't know, it's got that blue tint, whereas this one's more like a silver. And then there on the back wall, they've got an Ewok Village, which I have one of those. I'm pretty proud of it. It's not boxed, but you know, I love it. And the Hoth ice cannon, which I never had that. Hoth generator attack. I love the vintage stuff. Bespin freeze chamber up there. So cool. These are pretty cool. Whoa. Pretty cool.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Still kind of waiting for this Funko Pop thing to fade out, but hasn't quite yet. Hasn't yet. Still going kind of strong. And up there we got the Technodrome. That's a pretty cool toy. Love to pop that thing open and see what Krang and Shredder look like in there. Also, Joe Camel, what are you doing here? It's the Thunder Tank. Oh man, that's so cool. I used to watch Thundercats all the time. Didn't even think they had toys, but of course back then everything had some kind of toy tie-in. I was naive. I didn't know Hulk Hogan had a car that looked like this. Man, it must have been from a cartoon or something. Also, there's the Turtle Van. Oh, check out this Enterprise D. Also, they got micro machines of some other Star Trek spaceships. And then here's some Star Trek peripherals, phaser, Klingon phaser, communicator. Man, I remember I had the blue communicator walkie-talkie from back in the day when I was a kid. It didn't look anything like the actual one from the show, but I loved it. It was kind of cool. I used to talk to truckers driving by. Also, check this out. The Last Gremlin? Gremlins Trapped? Gift of the Mogwai? They got Gremlin books? See, it says record right there on the front, but it's kind of like a book. And then in the back, there's the record. That's pretty cool. And then there's a Star Wars case. I actually had that same case. Not in as good a shape though. Mine's a little bit more beat up because, you know, I actually use it. It's not sitting on a shelf. Well, it is sitting on a shelf, but I actually use it a little bit more than this one. And then we got some giant turtles here. Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo. Oh wait, that's Donatello. Wait, they're both Donatellos. We got two Donatellos. Where's Raphael? Make it so, number one. Check this out. The Star Trek transporter. What? How does this work? Can I get in there? I need to transport myself somewhere. This is awesome. And this booth has a couple hats. I've been looking for a new hat. Look, Mario hat. That's 10 bucks. That's hard to turn down. I'm gonna have to get this, I think. There's a couple of Voltrons. Now these are ones that don't disassemble, I don't think, but they do have launching lion heads, apparently. Why is that one blue? Well, it just kind of looks blue, but it's still green. Just the lighting in here is weird. Well, hello, what have we here? Elliot. I never knew they had an Elliot toy. Right next to his buddy, the creature from the Black Lagoon. Yeah, it's crazy to me to think that the same exact toy that I have is worth 500 bucks. If it was carded and had this three strange logos on there at the same time, that's definitely different. But still, I wonder, did I get $500 worth of play out of Wicket? I'm not sure. It's the same thing with Princess Leia. You know, I have the same exact figure, but I don't know that I got $350 worth of fun out of it back then. Maybe I did. More landfill right there. More landfill. Here's 2 boxes of Laserdiscs. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What else they got in here? The Outsiders. Altered States. The Great Escape. North by Northwest. Black Rain. Okay, let's pick something random here. What are we gonna get? A Walk in the Sun. Henry V. Heaven's Gate. Ooh, that one's creepy. American Graffiti. That was fun. Let's try this side. Earth Girls Are Easy. Jets Classics. The Accidental Tourist. To Die For with Nicole Kidman. The General, Episode 6. Oh wait, it's The Prisoner. Roaring Glory Warbirds. Okay, it's just what I needed. Just a random bag of Legos. Actually, I kind of do because I want to make some more Marios, but yeah. I'm always on the lookout for vintage toys, and this one looks pretty cool. Singer Sew Handy Child Sewing Machine. Complete, $100, 1961. That girl's hand is very close to the bobbin. I hope she doesn't pierce her fingers. Ah yes, here we go. Star Trek The Next Generation Pez dispensers. You got Deanna Troi, you got Worf, you got Picard, you got the Enterprise. The Enterprise has its own Pez dispenser. Got Commander Riker, Geordi LaForge, Commander Data, and of course Beverly Crusher, Pez dispensers. Also behind the Pez dispenser is the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Look at that. And then here's the back of the firehouse. Check that out. This is so cool.
I used to play these on road trips.
Where's the pole? Am I missing the pole? Oh, there it is, right there. There's the pole. Right there. That's awesome. All right, $1,000 for a sealed Zelda because it was graded. This is a point of contention with me right now. These people are doing these graded games and jacking up the prices. This is a very common game. There's no reason for this to be $1,000. But yeah, there's a whole story on YouTube about how these folks are jacking up the prices intentionally like this on very common games and selling them. Yeah, don't buy them for this much. It's ridiculous. Same thing with this Zelda game over here too. It's the same exact deal. It's a very common game. $1,000 just because it's graded. There's a bunch of shills out there who jacking up the price, so don't buy them. Don't buy these. I know nothing about Funko Pops, but they do make pretty much every one imaginable. There's some Mandalorian ones. Here's a BB-8 one. There's a Darth Vader one. And a Boba Fett. They're best buddies. Look at that. They're hanging out together. I was looking for a Wally, but they only have the Wally with Eve together for $36. But then over here, there's an Eve by herself for $37. And here's some lightsabers. These are usually kind of pricey. A lot of lightsabers. And here's the Luke green lightsaber. Pretty sure that's the green one. Of course, that could be Obi-Wan's because it's really the same exact design as Obi-Wan's lightsaber. And here they are with the tubes in them. I guess they can change the colors to whatever they want. That's quite a cage match or Royal Rumble or whatever. They're all fighting at the same time. And here's a Terminator head amongst a bunch of Transformers. That one's Jetfire. This one here is Devastator. This has got all the different little smaller Constructicons around there. I can't remember this guy's name, but I actually have like the Radio Shack version of this toy. Check this out. I love this clear, opaque. I guess that's Starscream maybe? I'm not sure. It's 160 bucks, but that's pretty awesome. Check out the size of this tumbler. That's awesome. You could fit like one of those really tall action figures in here. You know, the ones that don't really have any vehicles to go with because they're too big. Yeah, it would work in this one. And what we have here is a official Matchbox collector's case. That's neat. I mean, it's kind of plain, but it's neat. That's neat. A vintage Coca-Cola bottling shipping container. I kind of remember seeing these back in the day. My grandmother and my aunt had a flower shop, and I think they used these for the vases. And here's some boxes of comic books. Let's see what we have here. Let's see what we can come up with. X-Men Unlimited. Boom. There's nothing there though. Avengers. Alien. Oh wait, I thought that said Alien Angels. Fallen Angels. Cole the Conqueror. I kind of remember that. I think that was a movie. The Last Starfighter? What? Number 2 in a limited issue series. The Last Starfighter. Huh. Here's a comic I bet you never knew existed. Edward Scissorhands. All right, now these are the more expensive comics. Lassie, 65 bucks. Lassie, I didn't know they made a comic for her. Uncle Scrooge, 30 bucks. And Roadrunner. Oh, Johnny Depp, how far are you fallen? And here he is amongst some other Disney toys. Here's some plush figures. Roger Rabbit. Roger. Dr. Bunsen Honeydew. Hanging out with Spuds McKenzie. Here's Miss Piggy. I think that's a Heffalump. Stitch. And Beetle Bailey. I remember him. Beetle Bailey. Out with Heathcliff. Wait, that's Beetle Bailey. That's like the sergeant from Beetle Bailey. That's the actual Beetle Bailey. And I almost missed this vintage looking Mickey. Hello, I'm Gru. Here's a box of old books, but this one seems to be the oldest. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang from 1964. Ian Fleming? The guy that wrote James Bond wrote this? Here's another really old one. Paul Bunyan Swings His Axe. from 1936. I'm almost afraid to touch these really old books. Oh man. Remember the glasses that you used to get from Burger King? Star Wars glasses? I think I had this one. Oh man, I think I had the Return of the Jedi glass. And I lost it when I moved. That's what always happens, right? There's an Indiana Jones one. I never got the Indiana Jones one, just the Star Wars ones. Fonz, Superman. Oh, Superman glass. That's so awesome. And there's Jabba the Hutt glass. E.T.'s hanging out in the glass. I don't know why, but this box of Smurfs is just fascinating to me. I used to watch the Smurfs cartoon all the time. Where's Papa Smurf? There he is. Come on, my little Smurflings. And here's tons and tons of pins. Now I know what to look for the more valuable cast member pins. Look for that little Mickey logo on there. If you see that, then you know it's a cast member pin. Baymax and Slimer? Here's a vintage Pillsbury sign. Nothing says lovin' like something from the oven. I agree. And here's some video games. Game Boy Advance. Phil of the Future, I don't know, but what got me was I got a boxed ET here, and underneath of it, it's a boxed Pitfall, but I think that's for the Intellivision, that's not for the Atari. It's not really that bad. People say it's the worst game ever, but it's really not that bad of a game. An army of Lego figures, more Lego figures. There's a Jurassic World, I guess this must be like a movie promotional standee or some kind. That's pretty cool though. Something has survived. Da, 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 da. Here's like a Playmates Millennium Falcon right here. Little kids love it. And then, you know, what's even better is this Rancor with purple paint all over him. And a Han Solo, frozen carbonite. Watch this junkyard. It's really good, eh? We got a Lambda class shuttle in here, and a couple of T something whatever they are, Millennium Falcons. Here's Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. I don't know, it looks like it's broken up over there on the side, but I always wanted one of these. Don't know what I'd do with it besides put it on the shelf, but you know, it's kind of fun to have. Some interesting Lego minifigures here. I like the Voltron one. And there's a few more booths out here in the entry lobby. I kind of zipped past these when I first came in, so I'll check a few of them out now. Here's some toys from the Abandoned Aliens cartoon. I thought it was kind of funny that they'd make a cartoon based on aliens. There's the Queen alien right there. It's the Excelsior. That's pretty cool. I need an Enterprise. I need an Enterprise this size. No, that is the Enterprise. That's the Enterprise B. Okay. Well, you know, it's the Excelsior class. I want a, you know, Enterprise class. See, if it was me, I'd have this Baby Yoda like prominently displayed like right there on the top of these comic books. I'd put him right there in the middle. Hey, come check me out. I'm Baby Yoda. Oh, there's Miss Pac-Man being chased by the ghosts in Mario Brothers. It's Earthbound, right? Pokemon. Oh, here we go. Among Us. That's the popular thing right now, I guess. She's making a Ghostbusters one based off of this design on her phone. That's awesome. And the Ghostbusters pack. And the Ghostbusters always seem to have representation at these shows. And some Ghostbusters patches here. And some magnets. I think they forgot the ghost trap down here. We've got some Stay Puft marshmallows. I didn't know you could buy those. Huh. You got a Ghostbusters logo here. And another pack. I was just telling the gentleman here that I made a pack. Well, I didn't make a pack. One of my coworkers did for Halloween, and it wasn't nearly as detailed as this one is. And then, of course, you got Stay Puft right here. He's reaching out to give me a big hug. You know, he just wants to give me a big hug. All right, so that was Toylando 2022 here on International Drive, I think is where I'm at. At the Avanti Palms Hotel. It's a pretty neat little show. A little bit smaller than I thought it would be, but you know, it was fun. I had a good time. I really enjoy looking for the vintage older toys and old things from 1934 and things like that. It was pretty interesting to see that kind of stuff. Now, I ended up buying, I only bought one thing, and it was the Mario hat. So I've got a new hat to adorn my head with. All right, well, I appreciate you watching. Take care, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.